Jackson speaking. So today I'm going to teach you about the concept of time. Now, time has a lot of things to learn about, so I think this video is going to be very helpful. Time is something that we have a lot of right now, so I'm going to teach you how to do your math to figure out how much time is in between, how much time you spend on certain activities, with two things that you're going to know. You're going to know what time it starts, and you're going to know what time it ends. And if you don't know what time it ends, then you can figure out what time the activities are going to end. This is very important in life to understand how to handle your time, something we have a lot of right now. Okay, so here is my handy dandy clock. So there are two hands on a clock. There's the short hand for the hour and the long hand for the minutes. The way I remember the difference between these two hands, because they're both going to look like lines, is that hour is a short word. It has 4 letters. It's short, like the hour hand on the clock. And minutes is a longer word, so it's a longer hand on the clock. And here I have my clock. So let's say I wanted to figure out what this time is on the clock. So I have my hour hand pointing to the 1 and my minutes hand pointing to the 6. So my hour is 1 o'clock. But for your minutes, you have to count by 5s. So sometimes it's helpful to label your clock by the minutes so that you can figure out what in the world, how many minutes did you have? So if I go back, I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it would be 1:30. Now it's also helpful if you draw like a little arrow, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you can make this weird flower clock, and it's also going to help you count the minutes. Let's try a couple more clocks, just to make sure that we understand the concept. Okay, so say I have my hour hand and it's a little past the time. So it's not going to land exactly on the 11 sometimes. It's going to be a little bit ahead of it. Okay, so to be able to tell the time, I'm going to first look at my hour hand. So I have my short hand right here, like the word hour, and it is closest to the 11. Now sometimes it's going to, if the time's a little more advanced, it's going to be in between the 11 and the 12. So I'm going to put my 11 over here for my hour. It always goes first. Then I'm going to take a look at my minutes. Now remember, I have to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I'm going to put my 40 here. Now notice how I did the weird flower thing again to see where I stopped for my minutes. It's just an easier way to keep track.